Hi guys, it's Emily from Novell Novels and welcome to today's video. This is the Books of Alfred Hitchcock tag video. I was tagged in this by its creator, the lovely Berna from Berna's Bookish Adventures. This will not be a long video because at the time of recording this I'm in loads of pain and money, so I'm just going to get on with it. I will be linking Berna's video down below with all the prompts and I hope you enjoy my video. This was quite good fun to plan actually. So, prompt number 1, The Pleasure Tag. The Pleasure Garden is a 1926 movie about 2 girls, 1 musician and 1 dancer. Let's talk about a book featuring a musician / dancer. This was quite handy. It's a book that I've just read. It's called The Birthday Party by Veronica Henry. Really enjoyed this book. There is 3 daughters in this and one of them is a musician. I think her name is Vivian. I'm trying to think of her name because I've got really bad at remembering people's names. I think it's that. And Violet. I knew it was close. Vivian Violet. Violet is a musician and she is one of the daughters in this. This book has diversity in it, which I love. Violet is a great musician. She is currently working on writing music in this. So this is perfect. So that's the book featuring a musician. Number 2. The 39 Steps. The 39 Steps is a 1935 film that's non-stop action. Let's talking about a book featuring non-stop action. I rarely keep thrillers, but I think a thriller would be good for this. So my chunker that I read in January was All My Lies Are True by Dorothy Comson. This is the sequel to The Ice Cream Girls by Dorothy Comson, which I loved. As you will remember, if you watched my wrap-up for January, I love this book. It is non-stop twists and turns. You do not expect anything in it. It's a brilliant one. Verity is been lying to her family for months about a new man in her life. He knows all about her mother's scandalous past, so she has to keep them apart. It's really good. You will not guess half the twists. They're great. The chapters are broken down brilliantly, which is very important to me. I thoroughly love this book. So that's a good answer to that. That one I still need to use that one for another picture that I'm doing of it. Rebecca. This is number 3. Rebecca is a 1940 film about a woman who is the second Mrs. De Winter. Let's talk about a book featuring a second or third marriage. Now, this is quite good fun for me. For starters, I loved Rebecca. And this is a birthday gift that I've just received. And this is the 3rd of the Tudor Queens. I could use any books on the 6 Tudor Queens, but I liked Jane Seymour. She was the 3rd marriage, the 3rd wife, and she was the haunted queen. She was the one that actually got quite a rough end of the stick. We all know she was the one that died. But I loved this book when I first read it, so to have it as a birthday present means I can reread the whole series from start to finish. And 11 days after the death of Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour is to marry the king. This is brilliant. I did not know very much about the 3rd queen. I know quite a lot about Anne Boleyn, so it was great to read about the 3rd queen. So I can't wait to reread that. Actually, I need to go in my other bag. Told you about being organised. Prompt number 4. Strangers on the Train. Strangers on the Train is a 1951 film about questionable morals. Let's talk about a book featuring a character with questionable morals. This one really stood out to me, Lady Audley's Secret, because Lady Audley has got very questionable morals. I don't want to talk too much about it because it will give away some of the plot lines, but a lot of the classics could prove as great answers for this. But this is my first Mary Elizabeth Braddon book, and it is brilliant. Lady Audley has very many secrets. There are very many questionable morals, and she is a great fun character. So that's perfect for that. And I'll go over the page, and I've got to turn my pick over. Rear Window. Rear Window is a 1954 film with a main character who is temporarily wheelchair bound. Let's talk about a book featuring a character with a disability. I really think this is great because I think prompts with books with disability are great. You need many books, and this is a YA book that I read last year, and this is fantastic. Quiet Kindness Thunder, and this is about Reese, who is deaf, Steffi, who has selective mutism. They understand each other perfectly. Love isn't always a lightning strike. Sometimes it's a rolling roll of thunder. This is a great book about disability. I've done a video about books with characters with disability. There is another one that's great. There's a book, I remember it, A Thousand Kind of Stars or something like that. There's an Isabel Broom book, which has a character with another disability, and you will find out about that, and that's brilliant. I think it's 1,000 Stars and Me or something like that. Why can I not remember it? That's got a character with disability. Curse the Dark and Lonely has got a character with cerebral palsy. So there are quite a lot of books with disabilities, but this one really worked really well because it promotes disabilities in the best way. It shows that no matter what your disability is, you can still live a normal life. You can still fight against that. So I think that was brilliant. I'd like to read more books. Still, guys, let me know in the comments below if you know more books with people with disability in it, because I'm all up for reading those. I think that's fantastic. The next one I found really hard to answer this, actually. Vertigo. Vertigo is a 1954 film with a character that goes through a makeover. Let's talk about a book with a character that goes through a makeover or a physical change. I couldn't think about that because I find books with makeovers quite derogatory on a image, because it's all about this ugly duckling going into swans. That's my kind of take on the makeover, and I find that very hard. But I thought about a physical change, and I actually thought this one would be quite a good book for that, and that's Cinder. Because she is very much of a physical change she goes through. She's a gifted mechanic, and she's also got a cyborg. And then she has physical changes in this. That's quite good. So I hope this counts. Sorry, Bernard, if it doesn't. I hope it kind of does. The next one was a fun one. Psycho. Psycho is a 1960 film with a dominant mother. Let's talk about a book with a toxic parent. So many books I know with toxic parents, but one that I've been dying to use, and this is great fun, and that's Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. You all know it's my favourite book ever. And to say the least, there was quite a few toxic parents in this. Heathcliff is very toxic. Catherine is very toxic. She died at the start of it. Heathcliff is a very toxic character, and he is like the very toxic parent. It is like what he does. Oh my God, to his son. Oh my God, it is flipping. It's amazing. And also, Kathy's father is toxic as well. So it's Kathy's brother is toxic. It's just full of toxic parents. So that's brilliant. And then the last prompt. Number 8, The Birds. The Birds is a 1963 where birds do get violent without any apparent reason. Let's talk about a book with an unexplained phenomenon. For starters, I can't even say phenomenon very well. I found this really hard, so I'm hoping that this answer is going to be okay, Berna. And that's Northern Lights, because some of the stuff that happens in Northern Lights and its other books in this series are very unexplained, very strange. And this is where Lyra Basquez, everyone knows about this book. Lyra Basquez and her animal demon live half wild and carefree amongst the scholars at Jordan College. The destiny that waits her will take her to the frozen lands of the Arctic, where witch clan reigns and ice bears fight. Very unexplained things in here and very strange. It's a great first book in this series, the Dark Material series. Very good, very unexplained, quite good fun. So I hope that counts. Then lastly, to tag people. And I can't remember. I'm going to tag some people. I hope they do it. Even if I don't tag you and you want to do it, please feel free, because I would love to support Berna. Berna is a great character, a great channel, a great friend, and someone I really like. I'm going to tag Amy from BookTube with Amy. I think that's her channel name. I think she would be quite good fun at doing this. Haven't tagged you in a while, Charlie, so I'm going to tag you, Charlie from Charles Heathcote. And then lastly, Gemma from Read a Book. No, not Gemma from Read a Book, Gem of Books. That's the other Gemma. This is confusing when you've got two friends called Gemma. I'm going to tag you 3. And I would love to see you all do it, because I think it would be really good fun. And I need to do some tag videos soon, so if anyone wants to tag me in any videos soon, I've got some slots available for April. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.